Imagine your whole cabinet wiped out, not by a vote, but by a court ruling. How do you rebuild from that? That's the dramatic moment River State finds itself in after Governor Siminalayi Fubara dissolved his entire state executive council, commissioners, special advisors, and other public officers, following a Supreme Court ruling invalidating their appointments. What happens next could reshape state politics in a major way. What actually happened? On October 1-2, 2025, Governor Fubara announced the immediate sacking of all commissioners and public appointees whose appointments were nullified by a Supreme Court judgment. The appointments in question were those confirmed by a factional House of Assembly allied to Victor Okojumbo, a group the Supreme Court declared unlawful. The lawful legislative body, per the decision, is the 27-member House led by Speaker Martins Amawil. Why the sackings? To understand why all this matters, here are the legal and political triggers. A Supreme Court judgment declared the Okojumbo faction's House of Assembly illicit. That meant any appointments, confirmations, or legislative acts made via that faction were invalid. Since many commissioners and appointees were confirmed under that faction, their legitimacy came into question. Governor Fubara moved to comply with the ruling by dissolving those appointments. He framed this as aligning with judicial pronouncements and restoring constitutional order. According to reports, he expressed gratitude to the outgoing officials, thanked them for their service, and called for unity in River State. Key implications for River State. This shakeup isn't just legal. It has big effects across governance, politics, and public service delivery. Governance and stability. Dissolving the cabinet means a period of limbo. Ministries might slow down or halt operations until new nominees are appointed and approved. Public services may suffer, especially in ministries where leadership and policy continuity are disrupted. The process of selecting new, valid commissioners requires legislative screening and confirmation, which can take time, delaying decision-making. Political rebalancing. This move is a political reset. Since the Amoa-led lay House is now recognized, it regains the power to approve appointments and budgets. That shifts power away from the rival Okojumbo camp, per PM News Nigeria. The dissolved cabinet members come from different loyalty blocks. Removing them could also be seen as Fubara consolidating his authority or making a fresh start. Legal and constitutional precedent. The sacking reinforces that appointments made by a legislative body must be legitimate. Confirmations by a faction that lacks legal authority are void. It underscores the judiciary's power to settle political disputes with constitutional clarity. Risks and questions ahead. While dissolving the cabinet may seem clean, there are challenges and risks. Gap in service delivery. Some ministries might stall, leading to delays in projects, budgets, and essential services. Potential for political unrest. Those sacked may have supporters. Removing them could spark friction, legal challenges, or even protest. Who will be appointed next? Will they be more acceptable politically and legally, or will this lead to further factional jockeying? Timeline for reappointment. Delays could hurt public perception and create uncertainty. What to watch next? Here are the immediate things to monitor. The list of new nominees or commissioners Governor Fubara submits to the now recognized House, led by MOLA. How quickly those new nominees are screened and confirmed. Public response from the sacked officials. Will there be legal action or demands for compensation? The degree to which state ministries continue to function or suffer due to absence of leadership. How this political reset will affect relationships with other political players in state and federal government, especially those tied to Nyesom Wike. Broader themes, why this matters beyond River State. This story reflects larger dynamics in Nigerian politics. Legitimacy versus convenience. Leaders sometimes rely on factions or provisional bodies. When courts intervene, the legitimacy of those structures is exposed. Separation of powers. The legislative branch's right to screen and confirm appointments is being reaffirmed. Judicial oversight. The judiciary continues to step in where there are disputes over appointment and appointment process. political transitions, and reconciliation after emergency rule. Rivers State was under a state of emergency. Reestablishing constitutional norms becomes crucial in post-crisis settings. Final thoughts. Governor Fubara's decision to sack all commissioners and appointees, confirmed by the now nullified Oko-Jumbo faction, is more than a political purge. It's a legal reset. It draws a line under a turbulent period of emergency rule, factional legislative fighting, and political unease. Now, legitimacy, service delivery, and political cohesion are the goals he must meet. If done well, this move could restore trust in Rivers State governance, clarify chain of command, and signal a new chapter. But if new appointments drag, or if the process seems opaque, the fallout could linger.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this update and want to stay informed with fast, reliable news, don't forget to subscribe to Newsflash 360. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. Your next headline is just seconds away.